This has been my life for the past year. Ever since my daughter Charlotte died, I can never get a full night's sleep. I have nightmares, bad ones. I walk downstairs to where the muffled cries are coming from, only to see my girl's dead body laying on the ground. For some reason, the image of her laying there is always stuck in my mind. After her death, my wife started having panic attacks.
Oh my god.
This was a common night for my wife and I.
You okay?
I would usually wake up in the middle of the night.
What happened?
She would have a night terror at least once per night. I would try and calm her down and wait till she was sleeping until I went back to sleep myself. I remember this going on for more than a dozen times until she went to get help. I kept my nightmares to myself. She was already dealing with a lot at the time. Remember how quiet her mornings would be. My wife would just sit at the table watching me until I left for work. Our mornings would never be like this until her daughter's death.
If you want to get better, just take your pills, okay? Just do it for me. Please.
They make me feel different. They make me feel dead inside. They just make me feel worse.
My wife would always tell me that. I never cared to believe her. She always hated taking pills. I would always just tell her to suck it up. As the months went on and on, her night terrors got worse, as did mine. My wife started staying home from work and would sleep in our late daughter's room. It was weird, as after her death, she could never walk into her room without crying.
Why do you stay in Charlotte's room now? You couldn't bear to walk in there before. What's changed?
I just feel at peace in her room. Charlotte is watching over us, honey. She misses us. I just feel closer to her when I'm in her room now.
At that point, I knew my wife was crazy. She was taking her daughter's death way too hard. One day when I was coming home...
Hey, Tiff!
I noticed the bathroom light was on and the door was open.
Tiffany?
What I saw when I entered, I cannot describe with words.
Tiffany, you're okay. You're okay. Tiff. I'm gonna be fine.
I'm sorry you had to come home to this, honey. I just can't live this way anymore. These night terrors of her daughter, they're getting to me. I always wake up to our little girl screaming and crying every night. I know she's lonely, and I can't bear to be away from her anymore. Now I can finally see our little girl. Aren't you happy, honey? I'll make sure to give her hugs and kisses from you. I'm sorry. I love you.
What happened next was a blur. Minutes, hours, months passed before I began to process what had happened. Now, I hear both my wife and daughter's screams at night. Their screams get louder and louder with every passing day. I visited her grave to ask her to leave me, but it just got worse. I think I might have to see them myself.